Hey guys, I'm Amir. I'm the founder of Lark. We're a startup out of the Capital Factory in Austin, Texas, and we're part of the Capital Factory Accelerator program as well. I'm a user engagement expert. I sold my last company to Zynga for $22 million. At Market Zero, I acquired well over 5 million users in under 18 months. And with Alex, I acquired well over 100 million users while at Zynga. So if you're like me and you shop online, I'm sure most of you do. You do it one of two ways. You either go straight to Amazon or you search on Google for the product that you're looking for. I'm talking to the people who are searching on Google, and there's a lot of them. So looking at the Google search results, there's this red area, which are paid search listings. That's a $30 billion industry. And what those guys have discovered is that the most valuable space is this organic search results. This is the space you cannot buy. Google's algorithms place you on that page and you cannot pay to go up in the rankings. And what Google's algorithms like is user engagement. They want to see real interactions between real people. And if you think about it, that makes sense. What's the content people are most interested in? The content they're speaking about. So how do we guarantee engagement? Well, one, we seed the site with great content. Our algorithms automatically pull in content from YouTube and Google Image Search and Amazon and put it in one place on our website. And then we incentivize users to create unique content for us using gamification. And what gamification essentially means is we reward you for doing something that's good for us. So you write a review on our site, we tell you you're the top reviewer. We give you a badge that says you're the best home furnishings reviewer. We give you a burst of social validation in exchange for that content. And that's the hook that gets people to continue creating content, drives engagement on our site. So that's what Lark does. We convert searchers into buyers. People search on Google, they see our great content, very similar to TripAdvisor, and they purchased on Amazon or another retailer. And when they make that purchase, we get a percentage of the ticket price of the item. On Amazon, we get about 8.5%. So SEO isn't Lark's only user acquisition channel. It's about a third of our installs over the first 52 weeks. The biggest channel is actually social networks. So our ability to acquire users using social features on Facebook, Twitter, and other social networks. And we're also working the reviewer community, the Amazon Vine reviewer community and the ePinions reviewer community. So let's look at this site. So this is a product actually listed on our site right now, and you can see there's these images and videos. These have been automatically pulled together by our algorithms. And these reviews, you can see you can break them down by gender, for instance, which is a feature that nobody else offers, to see whether the item was reviewed highly by male or female. You can also look at the reviews by key phrases, and over here on the right we've got a link to the product manual where you can actually see the manufacturer's product manual for the product. These discussion links on the right were automatically pulled together, and they link to actual discussions happening around the web about this product. And this is a prototype site. It's been live for about 6 weeks when we prove out our metrics. So Lark is social reviews for products. If you're familiar with Goodreads, they're social book reviews. And I'm sure most of you are familiar with TripAdvisor. They're social hotel and travel reviews. And everybody knows Yelp. They're social business and service reviews. So Lark is social reviews for products. So we're applying a formula that's been proven out to a much bigger market. So Goodreads applied this social review formula to the book space, which inflated estimates put it at a $30 billion market. And they were acquired by Amazon very recently for $150 million. TripAdvisor is applying the same formula to the online travel space, which did about $100 billion in sales last year. And they're a $7.5 billion publicly traded company. And Lark is applying this social review formula to a much bigger market. The e-commerce market did $200 billion in sales last year, projected $360 billion by 2016. We'll fill in this question mark in a bit. So there's nobody doing social reviews in this space. There's people like CNET, Consumer Reports, and Consumer Search, which pay reviewers to write reviews for them. There's no social element to it. There's no friend activity. There's Find the Best, Retrievo, and Test Freaks, which are aggregators. They pull together specs and information about products and put them all in one place. But again, there's no social activity. There's no friend list. There's no integration with Facebook. And then, of course, Amazon and Bazaar Voice and ePinions, all these sort of user review sites, which have done quite well. They have no social element. They have no users as marketers. They have no engagement loop. They do not have the Facebook integration. So this whole this social review space is entirely open for Lark. So we can be very confident about our ability to grow because we've done this before, so we understand how to do it as a science. So we choose our metric goals using our experience, and then we implement features to achieve our metric goals. So we build these out as an experiment so we can watch how they perform relative to the product without these features in them. We measure the results, and then we hypothesize to explain the results we got. If we hit the metric that we wanted, great, we move on to the next metric goal. Otherwise, we come up with a way to change the features, maybe implement a new feature to try to get the metrics where we want, and we run the experiment again until we hit the metric goals that we're looking for. Now, a lot of you are thinking, oh, I've seen this before. This is simple on-site optimization, A/B testing. I've seen this. Well, this is a lot bigger than A/B testing. The first thing we built was an experiment platform right into the product. Right now, at the time of this, there are 10 different variants of the website live. So depending on how the dice roll when you land on the site, you can see one of 10 different possible user experiences right now. It will probably be higher by the time you watch this video. You can see there's 2 different major looks for the site. You may or may not see filters at all. You might see the ability to filter by gender. You might not. And we can take all this data and pour it into our mix panel, which allows us to do quick and dirty analysis, to dig deep and understand the data at a very granular level. And then we bubble out the aggregate data into our Dux board, where we have by experiment, by variant, and by cohort, and we can look and say, are we hitting at an aggregate level the metrics that we're after? So the metrics, that's where the experience comes in. You can only understand what metrics you need to hit if you've done this a few times. So like what we have, and we're nailing them already. So we started off with the monetization piece, which is just simply, can we make money doing this? And our model called for a 3 to 5% click-through rate on our site and at least a 5% conversion rate on Amazon's site to hit the revenue targets that I'm about to show you. And we've been very happy to see that we're sustaining 22% click-through rates on our site for several weeks now, and 9% conversion rate on Amazon's site. So very strong monetization numbers. Right now we're working on the on-site engagement piece, which basically means, do users find value in our site when they land on it? And we're looking really good there. So this actually explains the answer to the question, why did you guys not go mobile first? It's because it's much faster for us to iterate to hit these metric targets on web. We can put out multiple updates a day, and we can drive traffic through the site to hit our desired metrics. Mobile, that's a lot slower. You have to wait for App Store approval. So we wanted to hit the web metrics first. We've done mobile plenty of times before. We actually built Zynga's Poker HTML5 mobile game. This is a world first. And our iPad iPhone launch is estimated as September 1st. So our product development actually began with launch, which is the mark of veterans in the consumer space. We launch the product to start getting data immediately. Then we start adding on the features to drive the metrics that we need, building up our catalog. And that's the phase we're in right now. We're moving off of that very soon into the social and retention phase of our product. In June, we intend to launch our social features, tend to prove those out in July and August. In September, we want to launch our mobile offering. We hope to have over 1 million signups by Q1 of 2014 by scaling through the holidays of 2013. So these are the revenue predictions. We have a very small gap between our EBITDA and our revenue because our cost for user acquisition is very low. These are conservative numbers that aren't even using the higher monetization numbers that we've been observing. And you can see 5-year estimates put us at $35 million in revenue. You can do the math on that. 2.53x revenue. We're talking about $100 million acquisition. So this is the team. I've been working with these guys for years. Brian and Alex I actually worked with at Market Zero before Zynga, and then I met Matt at Zynga. These guys all left Zynga to come and work with me on this product, and I love this slide. Because it allows me to show you guys this. We're able to do it for $12,000 a month. And the only reason we're able to do it for that low is these guys left their really high-paying jobs to come work on this product because they're super excited about the vision. And I'm very invested myself. Besides my own earnings, I put in almost $100,000 of my own money. So we've raised about $130,000 already. We're raising $550 total in convertible debt, the 20% discount on a $4 million cap. So we want to get about 420 through the door again. We've raised from guys like Andrew Busey, and we're actually getting money from the Capital Factory Fund as well. All right, thank you.